Go and turn the AC on. I'll be back. Jason, what's up? Dog, what's up? You both hollering your purse, and I'm showing nobody in here. It says 0. There it popped up to 3. Cowboy. Let me turn my AC on. I'll be right back with you. Oh, goodness. Oh. What's everybody did it? There's 8 of you done jumped in. Bobby, howdy. Lady Pink, howdy. Well, thank you, Bobby. 8 of yous and 6 thumbs up. A couple of you didn't. Get 'em, cowboy. You know, Carlos will be in here after a while. He'll be yelling at you. He's been doing a lot, him and Little Joe, mostly Carlos. They've been doing a lot with the Facebook thing for this, the Simple Living with Papa Joe Facebook page. Those that are into trucks, dadgummit, you've been a busy boy, ain't you? Those that are into trucks, Diesel Dog, Little Joe uploaded the Highway 80 Truck Museum. I stopped by there a couple years ago. And I didn't get all of them in there. I missed the last half dozen. But there's 300 and some odd pictures, I think. Some of them are telling you what the truck were, and some of them's the trucks. So go check that out. You might like it. And yes, Lady Pink, I've seen you watched and commented on quite a few of them. What was the question you asked me? I told you to ask me on the live stream. I can't look it up on the phone. Oh, she's hunky-dory. Got her a nap in, so she's doing good. I was just telling her what I want for my birthday. No, told her what kind of cake I wanted her to make me. No. Evasive, howdy, howdy. Yeah, I commented on it. I forget what it was. And it wasn't going to be a short one. You'll find out I don't do a lot of that typing stuff. No. So where's everybody at and what are they doing? Jose, howdy. I'm in Eufaula. I pretty much maxed my hours and stuff out. I had to take that damn 30-minute break, and this is as far as I could make. And if I did my 30-minute break when I left, I would have had 33 minutes left to run on my 14, and I said no. Well, thank you, Jose. 14 people and 8 thumbs up. Y'all hit that like button for me. Or maybe they're trying to decide if they like it. You never know. Some of them scared of the like button. Well, Diesel Dog, how you doing on your schooling and getting into trucking? I hear you. Well, that's a good thing to do, Jose. Maybe you get a little education. Maybe you get something that tickles your funny bone. That was a damn good video you did, young man. I've left it up to my two people helping me do this stuff to right, Bobby. Oh, the spread axle pros and cons. Well, on a spread axle, you can carry more weight back there on your axles. So, what is it? I think you can go up to, let's see, it's normally 34. I think you can go up to 40. But now you get in some states and they're going to want to check each axle, although they're spread. Yeah, I got it. One of the bad things about spread axles is if you don't have a dump valve where you can get the air and the pressure off of one set of axles, boy, when them rascals turn, they drag and you'll wear some tires out quick, fast, and in a hurry. And also, when you're backing into a hole or a dock or whatever, and yes, there are reefer units and stuff that are a fixed split, they can be a pain in the butt to back up. It's a whole different animal. You've got to learn your trailer on how to back it up. And I've never pulled one, so I don't have an opinion on which is better than the other or any of that stuff. I just told you what I know. Yeah, my sometimers ain't working overtime right now. It was earlier. I'm trying to think a couple little towns down there around me, and I just couldn't remember the name of them for nothing. So, must have a reefer unit over there somewhere. Kale, what's up? Well, congratulations and good luck, man. So, hopefully you are mentally prepared for it. You already know basically what to expect. But now you can watch all these videos you want. You can talk to all the people like myself that you want. Until you get out of here and do it yourself, you're still going to be like, damn, I didn't expect this. So, but good luck to you, man. I harassed Carlos a little bit earlier. Him and I both have exchanged 2 or 3 phone calls today. He's been working his butt off on the Facebook page. So y'all really do need to go out there, over there and check it out. Follow it or whatever you do on Facebook. So, and there's going to be a lot more to come. Him and Little Joe are making some stuff happen over there. And it is deeply appreciated. Well, that's cool, dog. If you're serious about doing that, and somebody had asked me earlier, I think it was Lady Pink, about having your own authorities and all that and driving someone else's equipment. Yes, you can do that. You're not going to be using your authorities and stuff, driving their truck and using their authorities. But you still have yours. It's a time game. A lot of these brokers and all these other people want to see how long you've had your stuff, not necessarily how much you've been using it. So it's not a bad idea to get it as soon as you financially can. And it's really not that expensive. It's really not that hard to do. So check it out for your state and see what hoops you got to jump through. Yeah, Little Joe did them t-shirts a few months back. We had a deal going, and a bunch of the people was saying what sayings they wanted and stuff. Quote some of the stuff I've been known to say. We hunted high and low to come up with a company that had a decent t-shirt, would put on it what we wanted, and keep the price at a decent price. And we really never found one. Little Joe, my son Little Joe, he came up with this company where he's not an artist by no stretch of imagination, but he went in and put together these t-shirts that people were asking for and had it on the Patreon page. And I asked Carlos to get it up front on the Facebook page so y'all could find it a lot easier. So, and I'd appreciate you buying a few and throw a little chump change my way. That never makes me mad. Love's is a love. I ain't even been in there. I doubt that's gonna happen. Not a problem. That's what I'm here for. Oh, I told Carlos I'd go into that Facebook page and check it out a little more. Oh, I used to be a shutterbug. I used to like taking pictures. And on my regular Facebook wall, I have a ton of pictures. And that's what Little Joe, Carlos was trying to get it to go over. And it was giving him issues. Because some of my folders are so big. So Little Joe's a computer guru in his own right. He's more into the computers. Carlos is more into the programming and whatever. But they're on two different realms of the computer, which works out great for me. So Little Joe went in today. What Carlos was saying was going to take him forever. Took Little Joe like 15-20 minutes. And Carlos was like, okay, well, if he's that good, he can do it. And not in a bad way. So they're trying to make that wall worthwhile. So please check it out and give them some attaboys. Dadgum. I dropped down to 10 people. I guess they didn't like the subject. Oh well. Like Lady Pink said on one of my other videos, you never know what you're going to get on here. Whatever topic comes up, we talk about it. Well, thank you. I hope you do. And also now, if you hear me saying stuff that you would like to put on a shirt, I say dadgum a lot. And they wanted that. And I have a habit of saying I'm thinking of a bad word. Just different little things that I say that people have picked up and wanted on the shirt. If you find some, and coffee cups too. If you hear me saying something like that, shoot me an email. Go to the About page, go down there, and there's an email link, and shoot me an email and tell me what it was. I'll let Little Joe know. It'll take him a couple of days because he's a busy young man. But he will get it made and get it up there on the thingy for y'all. And I'm not the one that sets the prices and stuff. Little Joe designs them, and the company we're going through, they have the prices set. So, and they're the people that already got them said that they are good t-shirts. So, and I'm trying to think of who they said they was. Haynes or somebody, some heavy duty, decent ones anyway. So, we was trying to do hats, but that company don't have hats. I'd had a couple people ask for hats, but that ain't gonna happen. Yes, they're legal, depending upon what your truck is rated for and all that stuff. Here in the U.S., you see 3 and 4 axles. Those are called drop axles. So, which means they operate off air. When you need them, you flip a button and they go down and carry part of your weight. You get up there around Detroit, some of them places, that's all the whole truck is. A lot of the dump trucks and some of the metal haulers, because, you know, you got, oh, what's the name of it? Steel City over there, right across the border in Indiana. Can't think the name of the town. Dadgummit. And that's a popular town. We've all been there. But, yeah, it ain't nothing to see a whole bunch of axles on some of these trailers out here. You get into the heavy haul, the extreme heavy haul, well, there'll be another one that's nothing but axles. JJ! Oh, I see they upped your meds today, young man. No, Bobby, he ain't one of the troublemakers. He is the troublemaker. He put a whole new face on trouble. CL, what's going on? I'm not sure, lady. I never messed with all that. So if I tell you, I'm just kind of guessing. But unless they're overgrowth, over your normal 80,000 or whatever, then yeah, they have to get a permit. Some states, Gary, Indiana, that's what I'm trying to think of, Gary, Indiana. Up in that neck of the woods, as far as I know, they could be plated to haul heavier than that. So, you know, if you exceed the weight that you're licensed for, that you're tagged for, then, yeah, you got to get permits. And it's not normally because of the number of axles, to my knowledge. It's because of the weight. You're in Georgia? Where you at in Georgia? I believe Joe did some ladies' shirts. I don't know if they did tank tops. I don't know if they even offered them. That's something. Shoot an email and on what you would want. Let me know, and I'll have Little Joe look. But if they're not tank tops, I know they do have some ladies' shirts. He made one for Grandma and put it up. Yep, okay, Basic said the same thing. You're talking about Gary, Indiana, yep. Right? Thank you, Kale. I wouldn't do that, JJ. I'm the nicest guy I know. Well, that really ain't something that I normally say, Jose. And being that they're Papa Joe shirts and it has my logo and name on it, we're trying to stick to stuff that I actually say. Now, there is one that says grab a gear, driver. So I've been watching videos and have trucks going by where they need to grab a gear. So they've heard me say that more than once. And I really don't remember. Oh, down the rabbit trail with Papa Joe's one of them. Because then when I'm doing regular videos, I'd get distracted and I'd make and this is a lot of stuff I didn't really realize I was saying, that my subscribers pointed it out to me. And after they did, it caused a good chuckle. Alright, if I can remember that, Sea Hill, or else share a link with me through Messenger or email. Oh, he just ate up with jealousy, ain't he? JJ, you got to get over it, man. I think his mama lied to him all his life, telling him what a pretty boy he was, and he actually believed it. Yeah, I'll get home sometime tomorrow, looks like. Different colors. And yeah, I think they do have pink. Ask for it in the email. And Little Joe will do his best to fulfill it. Trucker Jim. What about Trucker Jim? Research. Ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been hiding out at? Anything good and interesting in your world? Trucker Jim ain't really fake. I met him. That's how a lot of my people came over here to me that had seen me over there. I met the young man. He's a pretty decent young feller. Now I hear he's been going through some changes, but oh damn. JJ, say what just slammed you hard, buddy. For those listening, and I know Stone's listening, his mama wouldn't breastfeed him. She said she liked him as a friend. JJ, that hurt, dude. No, don't get me started on the red velvet trucker. I'm on my way to the yard. I'll go up there. I'm 104 miles away. So I'll go up there and drop this and turn and burn. Actually, I'm going to end up over there by JJ. I'll end up in Baton Rouge probably Tuesday. I'm not sure. It sounds like, I think he said I got 3 or 4 Houston drops. And then 3 or 4 going across and ending up in Baton Rouge, which normally I cannot do all that in one day. So, and I've got a busy weekend, so I don't know if I'll pull out Sunday night or not. I'm in Eufaula. Yeah, JJ, they done had the comparison, man. Between me and you, they seen it live. Oh, they know the truth now. He would. If y'all didn't pick on him, he wouldn't feel the love. He'd think everybody was mad at him. Well, the thing about the red velvet trucker is that he don't have no experience. He's making his money off of YouTube and selling information on phone calls to people, and he's a phony. I mean, period. He did not have the experience he was claiming to have. He was running dedicated from like North Carolina to Atlanta and letting people think he was running all over the country. He had never driven in any of the snow country, never climbed any mountains, and all that. He had no experience. And he was trying to, well, he was selling people information. When you charge them for a phone call, and some of the numbers I heard was pretty stupid. Now, first off, I don't believe any of us should be selling you guys information. That's bullshit, any way you spell it. I just don't see how they can justify it. It just gets me irritated as all get out. I mean, I have over 1,000 videos. I don't know how many of them's on trucking, several hundred. And it never even crossed my mind for a minute to charge y'all for my information, to learn from my experience and my mistakes. Yeah, you don't want to get me started on the red velvet. Oh. We'll see, JJ. You know where I'll probably end up at. Now, I do have 2 or 3 places I go to in Baton Rouge, so I'm not sure which one I'll end up at. We'll see. Well, I tell you what, there you go, Evasive. He's got a lot of fans in here. Nope, don't do Beantown. Don't do East Coast no more. Yeah, it's hard to get a good job, to be honest with you. Even with experience under your belt, you've got to search hard to get a good job, much less a good paying job. Well, that's a good place to go, William. Howdy, howdy. That's what I've heard, Cowboy, that basic. I watched part of one of his videos, and it had to be less than 5 minutes, and I said, this old boy's a clown. I don't know where he left his monkey, but there's a story about a monkey and a football. I think he's a football. Hey, son, what's going on? Oh, well, that ain't son. That's my daughter-in-law. Hi, sweetheart. You get on here, you'll hear me ranting and raving and carrying on. Y'all say howdy to my new daughter-in-law, Crystal. That's Little Joe's bride. I get lost in my own head. You ought to be in here. Woo, boy. That's a scary place to be, much less alone. One while I got to call Grandma to help me find my way out. Well, now I seen that trucking coach, and I watched part of 2 or 3 of his videos. Now, he seems like the real deal. He's trying to help drivers like I am. I do recommend people to go check out his videos and his Facebook wall. Well, thank you for the flowers, JJ. Going to Miami. Been there, done that. That's a good town to stay out of. Research, behave. This is a family channel. Don't talk like that on here, please. cross sponsor with, I ain't sure what you're meaning, son. You mean hooking up with other YouTubers? If I meet a couple that's cool, yeah, I will. I mean, I don't really know how to go about getting it set up, son, to tell you the truth. You know me, I'm the pretty face here. You're the brains behind this. So, you know, the trucker coach. Shoot him an email or something, son. See, turn him on to mine, and, you know, first he's going to want to check me out and make sure that I'm legit and that I'm giving good information. From what I heard, the Red Velvet was really doing some people bad on recommending them to go to a company that was really ripping drivers off bad. And I got a feeling that's part of what Trucker Coach is confronting him about. I would love to be in on that conversation. But you know how I get going, son, when I get on a rant. Last thing I need to do is be talking that Red Velvet. You already know how I am. He couldn't handle it. I'd have to have you whoop his butt. Well, I know what kind of city it is, but you don't have to put it in words on here. The rest of us would just imagine. Just say you're going to go have fun. But it ain't a big deal, man. There's a little truck stop. What is that? Highway 27, I think, if I remember correctly. It goes down the middle of Florida. And it used to be, that whole stretch used to not be developed. It's really developed now. But there was a little fuel stop down through there that had the outdoor setting. I'm trying to think of the name of them. Tiki hutches type deal. I told Grandma, I'm going to take you to some fine dining. I took her to that place. She tripped. Chickens running around. And she's like, why is there chickens running around? Well, that's dinner for tomorrow. You know, that was fun. You had to have been there. All right, Jose. Thanks for coming in. That's fine, son. Go for it. All right. No, Carlos had a full day today. He drove last night and had a full day today. I've been trying to tell him to go to bed, because he's got to drive again tonight, to my knowledge. Well, he has his day job that he was working stuff on, and then working on the Facebook and all kinds of stuff. Little Joe, have you been to the Facebook? I was supposed to before I went live, and I didn't do it. You go over there and see what it looks like after you boys have done your thing. And I had some beef tips and rice and broccoli for dinner. Same thing Grandma made me Monday night before I left. Oh yeah, I lectured Carlos a little bit today about burning that candle at both ends. We know what's in the middle. I didn't either, son. I was supposed to. Well, that's a good deal. You know, if you enjoy your job, then that's the best thing that you can do. I used to love my job too. Now it's a job. Uh-huh. So you just now putting it on to cook? Joe, you need to get Grandma's rub recipe. She's got a rub that she does, a barbecue rub for my stuff. Actually, she got it for my birthday probably 8 years ago. And you need to get it so that when you're doing that pulled pork and stuff, you can put it in there. It's made from common, out of the cabinet type ingredients. She also has a damn good barbecue sauce. And you need to see if you can talk her out of those two. Sometimes it's hard to get her to give them up, but she might to you. He's too local. He don't. I was talking to him today, just an hour or so before I shut down. Told him I was still driving. He's like, damn. The chili's good. Well, he's not driving for GNP now. He's driving for somebody else. I ain't sure who he's driving for. I taught my boys how to cook. The son that I lost, he was a chef. But all three of my boys can cook. That was something I insisted on. She's up right now, son, if you want to give her a call. Uh-huh. You know what I asked her to do for my birthday, son? He is. Let the driver get by. Grab a gear, driver. Grab a gear. They drive me nuts when they rub them up that high when they can grab a gear and not do that nonsense. Actually, CFI ain't too bad. Schneider ain't too bad, from what I've heard. At this point, that's the only two that I would recommend. Well, actually, ROHL. I think somebody was telling me a little bit about their program. It didn't sound too bad, so check out those three. Behave, Joseph. I asked her to make my pineapple upside down cake. And I asked her to do a video of it. Which, you know, she don't like doing the videos. I told her that's what I want for my birthday. I said, for our meal, let's have steak and shrimp and baked taters and a salad. And she said, I guess you want to videotape that too? And I said, that won't bother me. I'm going to try out one of my cast iron grills. I got a cast iron grill I've had a while that I haven't tried out. So I might try it out for my birthday too. And I already bought my own birthday present. I bought that when I had to go home to Missouri for your grandma. Do you want a bridge spread? You mean the bridge law? You need to get you a Rand McNally, a trucker's edition. And it will tell you in there what your bridge laws are. So, and I can already tell you now, the easiest on your normal trailer, double check any trailers that you have, the easiest way to know if you're legal, put your mud flap bracket right by your door pin. Your door pin is where when you open the door and you latch it, That's what I call a door pin there, where your latches. If your mud flat bracket is there or a little bit in front of it, you'll be legal. That works 99% of the time. It's an old trucker trick. I mean, it ain't rolled in concrete, but it's pretty close. Well, William, we already covered Prime. I ain't got nothing good to say about him. But it's been 15 plus years since I drove for him. So, no, I don't know what a bridge spread is. Well, I've dropped a few pounds, not near enough. But thank you for noticing, honey. I think I've dropped about 15 pounds in the last 2 or 3 months. Actually, I will be celebrating the 30th anniversary of my 29th birthday. So, well, and that's what I'm saying, William. Now, when I was over there was some drivers that was making good money. And it didn't seem to matter what I did, and I went through their ACE 1 and 2 and all that. That's where I was a trainer at, and the whole routine. And I followed their game plan, and I went over as an experienced driver. It ain't like I was a rookie. I just couldn't make no money with them. I mean, I just couldn't do it. Ah. Okay. They got that, what is it, the 1011 bridge or 1110 bridge. It's a channel where they're showing trucks always hitting this low bridge. Trucks, RVs, straight trucks. Maybe it's an 11-foot bridge, I forget. But I watched several of them quite a while back. Yep, I was a trainer. Oh. Say what? I thought I was going to like you, but I can change my mind. You know what, Joe? That's Lady Pink. You was asking Joe. You still on here? Oh, it's all good. Say what? Yep. Ah. Jersey City, New Jersey. I think that's where that port was I went to. Well, I got jacked around there for hours. Lady Pink was asking about if on our t-shirt deal, do they have the regular t-shirts, the muscle shirts, tank tops, whatever you want to call them. She gonna want a couple of shirts she's talking about. And I told her to shoot us an email saying what one she wanted. And I just said something that I said would make a good t-shirt, and I forgot. What did I just say, folks? That would make a good t-shirt. My sometimers are starting to kick in now. Yep. You must have it too if you know it that well. Now I have watched my own live stream, find out what I said would make a good shirt. Oh, that's right. Thank you, JJ. There you go, Little Joe. That'd make for a good shirt. I thought I was going to like you, but I can change my mind. And get it just for say what? I expect them to get one. Oh, I'm going to our yard up here in West Salem Springs, Oklahoma. Right? Nobody would know what common sense is anymore. Then you'd have to be answering the question all the time because everybody would be asking, what's common sense? That's a rare animal. Well, that was something we had talked about before, son, was having them request their own family t-shirts and whatnot. But you're still pretty busy. You ain't got time yet. Get done with your master's, get your diploma in hand, and then we'll start doing a special request. If it's a t-shirt they want for us, you know, something off Simple Living that you can put up there and just let it keep rolling over. I've been all over the place there, research. And yeah, I've been out there, and yes, it is beautiful. That's one of them places where I would love to have a truck where I could have me a little scooter on the back, because there's many a mountain road out there. I said, boy, I'd like to go up yonder. You know how it is in the truck. You see it from the highway. That's cool. Right, Gail? Well, Lady Pink, on your part, if it's a Papa Joe shirt, it ain't a big deal. Those he'll go ahead and process through. We was talking about, like, if you wanted to have a family reunion and you wanted your family name or whatever on there, that's what we're talking about, special request. Mexico? No, I've never driven down there. Canada? Yes. I did Canada for about 3 years. That's pretty much all I was doing. Hauling boats up to Canada. Never did get to see Grandma. I was hauling out of Tennessee to Canada. And I guess that fool's going to idle over there. So, at them times I would only get home every 3 or 4 months. And Grandma didn't like that. She says, the money's good, but it ain't that good. You come back home. So I got a different gig. Well, we've got the one grab-a-gear driver. He's done did that one. And if you go over there to the Facebook, Carlos put a link up there on the front page somewhere where you can go in there a lot easier and find the t-shirt. I forget what he said it's called, products or merchandise or something. Little Joe had it, and he had a link, and everybody seemed to be having problems finding the link. So I asked Carlos to make it more accessible. So it's up front there. And I forget what they cost. Seemed like they're less than $30. All right, Kel, have fun. Be safe. Oh, I had lot lizards knocking on the door all damn night. It was plumb aggravating. You leaving Venom, or did you just come in? I thought you'd already came in. Well, howdy. Oh, that boy's juggling so much stuff. He can do that shirt. It ain't a big deal. It ain't like he's gonna get flooded with them. And my understanding is he's pretty much got his templates all set up. So. Deep clean your truck, boy, mine needs it. There you go, Cal, thank you. Daniel, what's going on? Not a problem, man. A hairnet for cleaning your truck? Well, I tell you, Evasive, if you have a good, secure place to put it, then you can make some money at it. The biggest problem I see with owner-operators in general is that they don't put aside money for the truck. They think that check they made is all theirs, and it's not. A small portion of it is theirs. The large portion of it is that truck. That's why you see so many of the dump trucks out here that look like crap. They didn't find a good place to put it. They're not making enough for them and the truck, so they go robbing money from the truck. The truck gets shortchanged. Then you start some of that southern ingenuity on it, and before you know it, you got a rattle trap. But if you have a good, secure place to put it, we used to have an old saying that a dump truck's a good way to starve to death. However, like anything else, do your homework. Get a good, solid place to put it. Not the good old boy next door to you. A good, solid company. A rock quarry, an asphalt company, a large construction company that contracts trucks in and out. You can get your own authorities and all that stuff with your dump truck. Then if stuff gets slow, you can be selling gravel. You go to the rock quarry and pick up the size of rock that they want, and you haul it for them. Advertise in your newspaper, online advertising. This online stuff could help a fellow a lot if you could master it. Says the man that can't master it. All right, research, take it easy. God bless. Uh-huh. When we come there, I hope to be in a rental car. Thank you very much. And you know how to clean one. Them kids used to go riding with me. Joe grew up riding around with me. And that was the thing. You had to clean the truck before you went out. And the theory there was they learned not to make a mess because they knew their sibling would make a mess for them. So yeah, he knows about how to clean a truck. Yep. Well, and just eyeball some. It's the same thing down there around Savannah when I used to run the port, in and out of the port. They used to drive me crazy. I'd go in there in a good-looking truck, and DOT would want to do a roadside on me on some side street, and I'm watching this piece of junk drive by that I see down there all the time, and it's like, really? You're going to DOT the good truck and let that piece of crap go by? Oh, it used to just irritate me to, But we all know what that was. He was a local boy. Did Jim Dunn sneak in? Well, it depends on how you mean that, Daniel. Most rock quarries will sell rock to anybody. Some rock quarries will have a list of drivers that if I called down there and told them, hey, I need X amount of yards of this kind of rock, and I don't know any dumpster, do you know somebody? And a lot of them, well, yeah, this one. Of course, we all know how that goes. If you want your name out there, But there are some rock quarries that, like if they're feeding an asphalt plant, then yeah, they will subcontract you to come in and haul for that plant. Yeah, I can't see him even on here. That happened the other night with Carlos. Carlos had came on and people was talking to him and I couldn't see his comments. I don't know why it does that. Maybe I'm just lucky. There's Jim Dunn. Oh, what a day. Thank you, Basic. Yeah, 19 people and 14 likes. I bet Little Joe ain't hit the like button yet. Somebody just hit it and took one away. Thank you. Now hit it again and put it back. Thank you. The Inheritance. Howdy. First time I've seen you. Yes, there's chapels, not necessarily churches. Several of the truck stops have chapels, and once you stop by one, you probably Google it now. They have a list, a little book you can get that tells where a lot of their chapels are. Back in the day, it's more rare nowadays. There used to be little billboards in the truck stops, and some of the churches would put notes on there. If you need to want to ride to church, call this number. So, let's see, how many did I drive today? About 500. I spent too much time sitting in docks. Well, and my load canceled on me today, so I had to sit around a couple hours and wait on dispatch to find me another load. What do you need Snap-on for if you're going to get out of it and get in the truck? I'm in Eufaula, Oklahoma. Thank you, Anthony. Howdy. Oh man, that's cold, JJ. Jim Dunn, don't start lying. I hear you, Daniel. Well, that's true. Hans, how you doing? Eating Taco Bell. We call it Taco Hell for a reason, man. Evasive, don't believe him. Now, he can run some decent miles, but in them slow trucks and with traffic and everything else, his truck's set at 70 mile an hour. You do the math. In 11 hours, he's not going to drive 750 to 800 miles. He ain't going to do it. Much less every day consistently. Well, like I said, they're not as common as they used to be. Now I've had a dog out here, thank you. Now he can run easy 650 to 700. Now that he can do if he ain't got to do dropping hooks. Or rather, I'm sorry, if he's doing dropping hooks and don't have to do live loads and live unloads. Well, you'll find out in the morning. Yep. Uh-huh. That's a scary thought to even imagine that, Jim. Yeah, what is it? Oregon or Washington? They've still got 55 on a lot of their roads. Get up there towards Wyoming or Montana, I forget. Some of their secondary roads are 55 for trucks. They're not near as common as they used to be. Yeah, but that 30 minutes, that comes off of your 14 hour, not your drive time. Unless you've done set at a dock for 5 hours, you know, and you done ate up that 3 hours play they give you. Yeah, Daniel, some will, some won't. Some of them you have to put up a deposit. Too many drivers out here have let their dogs destroy the truck, or they didn't keep their truck clean from their dog. If you're going to take a dog, you want to get one that doesn't shed. And you want it to be truck broke. Best thing to do is get one that don't shed as a puppy and train him in your truck. The trucking's not good on some dogs, so you got to consider what breed you're getting. There's a lot to take into consideration. And they're really not a whole hell of a lot of company. They lay over there and sleep. Then when you're ready to sleep, they want to get up. Learn how to cook beans in my slow because too many blowouts. Okay. California is, yes. I doubt if they ever change. It's just another one of them things, Daniel, where people abused it, used it, and ruined it for everybody else. So yeah, some will. My company will. And we've got 2 or 3 drivers that I know of has dogs. Not if I can stay out of there. I do not like that state. I don't even want to go visit. Carlos wants me to come out there, but I don't know about all that. I've been to a lot of places I don't want to go back to. In Oklahoma, I get about as cold as I need to get. No, not to my knowledge, Venom. Just because California is not a truck-friendly state. They ain't been a truck-friendly state forever. And I'm a firm believer that if they don't want me there, I don't want to go there, they can go hungry. Let somebody else take them their junk. Maybe one day, we'll see about visiting Carlos. There you go, JJ. Now, grant you, California ain't as bad as they used to be by no stretch of the imagination. But as long as they've got speed limit 55 for trucks and 100 for cars, I don't need to be there. You know? You don't see near the cops that you used to. But the scale houses are always full up. They're inspection bays, damn near 24/7. The Northeast ain't as bad as California, but now I make them mad up there in Oregon and Washington because I tell them California runs from Mexico to Canada, that whole West Coast, and they don't like that. But normally, what California does, Oregon and Washington soon follow suit. And it's a crock of bull. You know, y'all can't make up your own mind. You got to follow the misled child back here. That's a fact, Joe. They are turning into nothing but an illegal state. A sanctuary illegal state. That's why they was pushing it there for a little while. I ain't heard nothing about it in a while. A bunch of the Californians, they was talking about splitting the state up into like 3 different states, which Southern California can't handle that. With all their welfare system and illegals, they need Northern California to finance their stupidity. Who disliked what, Venom? Goodness. Well, it still is a commie state. Yep, exactly, Evasive. That's what I'm talking about. Actually, yes, I do, JJ. Every so often I'll see it on, and I watch some, and I've seen some pretty good deals go through there. All of them ain't stupid price money. Some of them are. But yeah, every blue moon, me and Grandma, she'll actually watch it with me. I don't necessarily watch as much as I can. Nah. Oh. Well, and that's how most of America is, son. Most of us don't have problems with legal immigrants. We are a nation found on immigrants. Whether people like it or not, that is the truth. However, legal immigrants Uh, that's how so many of them are trying to holler how the Mexicans are all up in arms about us yelling about the illegal immigrants. I know enough Mexicans, national American Mexicans, that they don't like the illegals either. So, that's just more of that left-leaning nonsense that they're trying to throw out there. If you tell a lie, tell it big enough, tell it often enough, people will believe it. And the Democrats have got that down pat. They got so many lies going out there, it's pitiful. Well, it's because they want to misinterpret him. So, somebody shared a Trump song with me today. I put it on my wall. I need to get it over there to the Simple Living wall. It's a pretty cool song. It's based off the old song Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Well, they changed the John to Don. And it's a pretty cool song. I liked it. I probably listened to it a half dozen times today. Well, the biggest problem Democrats have got, like any evil, and yes, I consider them evil, any evil, people try to ignore it, but evil always overdoes itself. Even the devil, they overstep themselves by getting too carried away. And that's exactly what the left has done. They've just gotten, they're talking about wanting to go socialist. Really? Do you even understand what socialist is? There's not a socialist country that's made it yet. I had somebody on here the other day. Well, look at Germany and look at, I forget where all. And if you do look at them, they're starting their downfall. It always works great for the first amount of years, but when you get more takers than givers, it collapses. When you get bigger and bigger government, it finally gets too big and it collapses. And that's exactly where Germany is right now. Within the next 2 or 3 years or the next few years, you watch, they will collapse. But what do I know? I'm a truck driver. Right? I hear you, Venom. And they did, that's what they want to do. They want to just build a bridge and open the gates and say, come on, just flood us with it. Oh, my last pack of cigarettes. I got to get cigarettes in the morning. Won't be too much longer. I'll be shutting this thing down, folks. I'm going to be going to bed my own self here pretty soon. Dadgummit, my trash bag's messed up. I hate it when that happens. There we go. That's gooder. Yeah, exactly, evasive. Socialism is nothing but communism in another word. He ain't gonna take it personal, JJ. As long as you can take it, he can take it. And he bounces in and out of here like a yo-yo. Oh, goodness. Well, folks, I'm going to call it an evening. Smoked my last cigarette. Called Grandma to tell her good night. I know she's thinking about bed now. I appreciate y'all coming in. I really do. Swing over there by the Facebook. Check it out. See what them boys have done to it. They're working hard on it. Over the next couple weeks, I'm sure it's going to make a lot of leaps and bounds. Share this with all your friends on your Facebook, wherever you can share it, in your trucker groups, wherever. Oh, yeah, I can. Back at you, Bobby. Good Lord loves you, and so do I, man. Watch your language, Daniel. Good night, Evasive. I'll sure do it. Good night, say what. God bless. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. Thanks for coming in. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.